Welcome everybody. In this tutorial, we will learn how to calculate the mode of group data. So in this example, we're investigating the number of hours the students spend studying per week. So on the left column, we have the number of study hours divided into 4 classes. So for example, the first row tells us that 8 students spend from 0 to 10 hours studying per week, and the second row tells us that 13 students spend from 10 to 20 hours studying every week, and so on. So the first column, the left column, represents the number of study hours divided into 4 intervals or 4 classes, and the second column represents the frequency column, which includes the frequencies of each class. And here below we have the formula for the mode. Of course, in another case, when we have just normal data, normal numbers, not in intervals, then it is relatively easy to calculate the mode. You just spot the most repeated number, but in this case, our data is grouped into different classes. So for that, we need this formula. And within this formula, we can see different parameters that we need. So here in this column, we have our parameters. So let's explore them together and calculate their values. And then from there, we will go to the formula and start plugging in our values. And don't panic. I think I mentioned we're going to calculate parameters. We will just figure them out from the table given on the left side. So, first of all, we have L. The L represents the lower boundary of the modal class. So, what is the modal class? The modal class is the class with the highest frequency. So, as we see here, the second class has a frequency of 13. Um, and 13 is the highest frequency from the frequency column, which makes this class from 10 to 20 hours makes it the modal class. So let me highlight it in yellow. So this class is the modal class, and L is the lower boundary of the modal class, which is 10. Now we go on to F1. F1 is the frequency of the modal class. We see that's 13, very easy. F0 is the frequency of the class preceding the modal class. So here we only have one class before the modal class, and that is from 0 to 10 hours, and the frequency of that class is 8. So the value of F0 is 8. And now we go on to F2. F2 is the frequency of the class succeeding the modal class. So the class following this modal class is the class from 20 to 30 study hours, and the frequency for that class is 5. So the value of F2 is 5. And then we have H. H is the range of the modal class. So the range here is 20 minus 10, that gives us 10. So H, the range of the modal class is 10, and it is also equal to the range of every class in this case. Okay, so now we have the values of our parameters, and now we can go ahead and generate our Excel formula. So first we type equal. So as we see here from the formula, we have first L and then plus. Here is a fraction. The numerator is f1 minus f0. The denominator is 2 times f1. And then we subtract f0 and f2 from the 2 multiplied by f1. So as we see, 2 times f1 minus f0 minus f2. And then this whole fraction is multiplied by h, and then we add this whole term to the parameter L. So let's go ahead and try to generate together the formula, and it will become more clear while I'm typing it down. So first we have L. So that's we click 10 plus the open brackets f1 minus f0 divided by, so this is the numerator of our fraction, divided by, open another bracket, 2 times f1 minus f0 minus f2. And we close our bracket, and then we put another 2 brackets on the sides so we can include this whole fraction as one term, and we can multiply it by h. Then we hit enter, and here we have our mode value, which is 13.8462. We can round it up to 14, and we can say the mode is equal to 14. So this is how you calculate the mode of group data using Excel. I hope the tutorial was useful, and good luck.